Hey guys, Joe here from Everything Gaming 101, bringing you the gameplay video that I told you I'd bring to you from the regionals in White Plains. Playing some Weiss Schwarz, so sorry I couldn't get a better camera angle, by the way. We were very limited on space. So opponent goes first, clocks and draws 2, and says pass turn. So now it goes on to me. So I clock and draw 2. So this is round 1 as well, guys, so this wasn't that far into the tournament. So played 2 surprising side Chitoges, pretty strong start. So I'm direct attacking for 2. Gets cancelled, direct attacking for 3, and that gets cancelled as well. So he draws, goes into his next turn. So I'm sure, as you can tell by the cards that are in the waiting room, he is playing Love Live. So I was really nervous because I kept hearing that Love Live was top tier, top tier, top tier, and it was actually pretty scary to go against the top tier deck round 1. So we got a pretty decent field at this point. Pretty strong start, especially for the fact that he hasn't taken any battle damage. That the only damage he's taken is from him clocking himself for the draw. So I had no idea what the card did, so I wanted to read it to make sure I knew. So it's a little runner, and it was a pretty good card. So I really want to try and get rid of it. So he moves to attack step, and I move Chitoge to the middle to try and kill it, hoping that he'll attack into it. So he direct attacks, hits me for 3. Suicides into me, hits me for another 1. At this point he's thinking he moves to Encore Step and opts not to attack because I guess he did not want to kill his runner. So that's my turn, so I clock and draw 2 again. Scan my character. And now we're still at level 0, so still kind of going. So I play another surprising side Chitoge. Yeah. So now as we're going along, thinking about any other plays that I can really do. So I'm thinking about the climax to play. I end up playing the Beloved Juliet. So I give the power and the plus 2k, or the plus 2k in the soul, I'm sorry, to the Chitoge in the middle. So he activates the runner effect. Now, sorry about the little interruption here, because I actually ended up, I didn't know that climaxes were considered a level 0. I thought that it would have been a miss, so I ended up calling over a judge, but we really didn't need it because I ended up reading the parentheses, and it was written right there that climaxes are considered a level 0 for the run effect. So that answered my question. So I frontal attack to suicide for just 1, takes the damage, and it's dead now. So now I frontal attack, or direct attack I should say, for 3, going to 4, and it gets cancelled. Oh no, I'm sorry, it doesn't get cancelled, he levels up, I apologize. I could have gotten, or I should have gotten a better camera angle. I apologize, guys. We were in a little bit of a rush to get the round started. Got a little late, so sorry about that. So now it's on to his turn. My turn's over. Okay, 3 surprising side Chitoges so far. At this point he's deciding on what to play. So he puts a character down, and it turns out it's the Searcher, which I think is pretty broken for a level 0, especially just to pay 1 in Search. Really good effect. So he searches, and now I'm just kind of sitting there waiting. So he searches, adds a character to his hand. At this point, when I see this effect, I get pretty nervous. So I'm like, wow, if a level 0 has this, you know, what other effects does the cards have? and at this point I'm thinking Love Live is insanely good. Which it is. It gets pretty intense. So he gets full field yet again. Almost full field, I should say. Swings in, decides to suicide into me. For only 1 damage, or 2 damage, I apologize. So now I can level up, and now I go to level 1. Didn't really have anything that I wanted to put into my level zone, but I had to make the executive decision and move my level 3 Chitoge in there. Because worst case scenario, I can search it out later. So he attacks again, I cancel. Direct attacking for 2, and that one goes through. So now on to my next turn. So I fan out my graveyard, or waiting room I should say, so that way I can kind of see what was there. He also has to see what was in my waiting room. So I clock the Raku Ichijo, or the 2-of-a-kind Raku I should say, and then I draw 2. So now I have some plays, especially now that I'm at level 1, so I play the Promised Pendant, pay the 1, so that way I can search my deck for any key character and then add it to my hand. At this point, I'm really just looking to make my level 1 plays at this point. I'm not too worried about the future, just because of the fact that I have a pretty strong level 1 game, which is really nice. So I search out the Chitoge out of the bath, and add it to my hand. And he opts not to cut, and I put my Promised Pendant into memory. So for those of you who don't know, Promised Pendant goes to memory because it really gives a boost to your other cards. Because a lot of the cards in Nisekoi have effects based off of the Promised Pendant in there. So Weakened Chitoge gets plus 2k for Promised Pendant being in there, so she's a 6,500 at all times just for having Promised Pendant in your memory. And then Chitoge out of the bath gets plus 1,000 for having 2 or more other key characters. And she also has the hand encore, where I can take a character and discard it and encore. So I played the Raku Ichijo and I discarded to add the Marika Promised Pendant to my hand. Opted not to play a Climax card this turn. So he activates the runner effect and whiffs. So now I go and now I'm dealing some damage. So technically 1, 2, goes to 3. So then I attack again. And 4, because I do get the Beloved Juliet. Now he decides not to encore any of his cards. And he ends up leveling up now to level 1. So now at this point I'm a little nervous, especially since he searched a level 1 already at one point. So I'm a little nervous, especially again because I heard it was top tier. So now I don't know what his deck is really going to do. So needless to say, he gets a full field now, misses the Brainstorm, ends up shuffling from the Brainstorm afterwards. Don't know if he can technically shuffle after you Brainstorm and you miss, but it's okay. I probably should call the judge. Really no worries, because I know some search effects in some games you end up shuffling anyway. So when that happens, you just have that. Shuffles, and now he moves over to his attack step. He's just asking me my powers. So my Chitoge out of the bath now, since Raku gives all other key characters plus 500. I have a 7,500 Chitoge out of the bath, and 2 7k Weekend Day Chitoges. So I've got a pretty decent level 1 field at this point. Everything has been buffed, everything gets a permanent buff, and I don't think there's anything he can do to get rid of it right now. Or if he can at all. So he goes over to powers, so now he runs over me, hitting for 1. Runs over me again, hitting me for 1. So now he's still going, asking me my power just to make sure. Take my damage, and I believe we run into each other, and then I cancel that damage. And then he shoots me for the 1 because it's climax card. And now I get to level up. So now I'm at a level 2 game, which is pretty cool. So now I get some plays. So now I'm pretty well stocked. I've been pretty well stocked like the whole entire game, so I'm not insanely worried. I believe he opted to side attack there as well, so he wasn't really too worried about losing his character. So then my turn comes, so I stand in my draw. So clock and draw 2 more. So at level 2, I'm feeling pretty confident. My level and my clock zone are still fairly mediocre because now I can't play the red cards I want to yet, which was kind of depressing because I was hoping to play some red, at least at level 1, but I couldn't since I didn't have any others. But I've got this one Tsuchitoge, I've got the weekend Deichitoge, so I've got a pretty decent setup, so I'm not insanely worried. Swing Tsuchitoge over there because I want to run over his beater. And then I play a climax to give everything +1 in soul, playing the Fade Love. So now I'm frontal attacking for 1. And I believe it is now 2. Takes his refresh damage, now I'm frontal attacking over for 3, for 2, I'm sorry. And now I pass turn, so I'm still pretty well stocked, I'm still at 6 in stock, feeling fairly confident. Encores his character, and goes into his turn. I believe he's still at level 1 at this point. Decides to brainstorm, and he whips again, and then goes back to a shuffling. So shuffle, shuffle. So now I'm still feeling fairly nervous because now I'm falling behind. He's still at level 1, I believe only about like 3 or 4 is clock. And now I'm at level 2 with 1 on my clock. So he doesn't have much more to push until I'm pretty much dead. So he pays to salvage, switches his characters around. So now he's trying to get the powers. So I've got pretty big characters out on the board now. So he decides to play the climax card to be able to get over. Giving everything +1 in a soul. So I end up canceling that damage, thankfully, because I'm getting a little nervous. Swings again for another 2. Or 3, I believe, I'm sorry. 4. on one more attack, and I haven't really canceled damage that much this game, so I was a little paranoid. I thought I was pretty much done for. I mean, I'm ahead in character level, but I'm behind in damage. Very, very behind in damage. So he decided to side attack, and nothing happens. So I was debating if I wanted to encore. I was running low on cards that I could really play, so I chose to encore the Weekend Age Toge. She's a very solid card at this point in game for me, so that's why I opted to keep her. At this point, I'm running really low, so now I clock myself to draw 2, and thankfully it was the surprising side Toge, because now I can play some red cards. He opts not to cut after I shuffle, taking my refresh damage, and now I'm at level 3. And now I can play anything that I needed, finally. So I'm using the Promised Pendant to rest 2 characters, and I get to salvage 2. So I was debating on which characters to salvage out of my waiting room. Promised Pendant goes to memory. And then I'm playing another Swimsuit Toge that I salvaged. So now I've got 2 pretty big beat sticks at this point, which is really, really, really nice. Now I'm feeling a little bit better. Now I can get over some things. And I believe I still have some good cards in hand, which was really nice as well. So at this point, I'm just planning on pressing for damage, which was my biggest concern because I really need to get him up there. So I decided to give +2 and a soul to my middle Toge and draw a card. So now I'm attacking for 1, 2, reversed, swinging for another 2, and I believe 4 now. He doesn't get the cancel on that 4, so now I'm feeling a little bit better now that he hasn't been canceling my damage. So now he takes another 2. So that one gets canceled, but now I believe he is at level 2. So now I'm a little nervous because I don't know what Love Live does at level 2. Pretty intense game going on right now. So he moves on to his turn. I don't believe he clocks to draw 2. I believe he just goes into it. Oh, I'm sorry, he's at level 3 at this point. I pushed him really hard. I apologize. So he's at level 3, and now this is where I get really nervous. He's got the level 3 that apparently looks at the top 6, sends 3 to the waiting room, and can stack the next 3. So this was actually a pretty intense stack here, and it got me really, really, really nervous. I honestly thought I was going to lose at this point, especially with the cards that he had stacked. Because I had no idea what they were. So, I'm nervous. I don't know what he has. He's playing a full field. So, he plays a level 0. At this point, just kind of pressing for damage, not really worried about the whole, you know, level 3 thing, especially now that he's got one out on him. So now his board's really impressive. Switches everything around. Now things get hairy. So I was wondering what cards are in my graveyard now. I'm freshly refreshed on the deck, if that makes any sense. So we go, and he's got 4 cards left in his deck. So now he gives all of his characters +1 of his soul. So now he's hitting for a lot, so I cancel that damage perfectly, but I do take a shot from that. His character becomes reversed. So now he frontal attacks for 2, 3, and then another shot. So I end up canceling again. I get very, very, very lucky with my cancels. So I'm now reversed. So now I was thinking about what to do, because at this point now I really get to live and see another turn. If I didn't cancel like that, then I was going to lose. So now I'm checking my damage again. 3, 4. So now one of his characters goes. And I was debating if I wanted to encore, but I really didn't want to. Now at this point, I'm feeling pretty confident. I've got him at level 3, and all I really need to do is do that final damage, and then on top of that he's got refresh damage that he has to take. Especially once he checks for the first damage. So I can't clock and draw 2, otherwise I die. But I end up drawing the Deep Friendship Chitoge, which was really, really, really nice. Sounds like that I wish the clock and draw 2 came afterwards. But now I also have another Deep Friendship Chitoge. So I get to heal 2 of the damage that was dealt to me, which is really, really nice. It came in handy, and it really helped a lot, and it made me feel a lot more confident. So now at this point, I've pretty much got the game on lock. So I move one of the promised pendants into the waiting room, giving the +1000 and +1 soul to the Deep Friendship Chitoge. Because I'm really trying to run over his level 3 just because he has a backup. So I'm giving +2 and a soul to the other Deep Friendship Chitoge. He's not deep into level 3, so I'm really trying to press for that damage to kill him. So I'm frontal attacking for 3. Deck. So now he finishes taking damage. And then that was the final damage. So yeah guys, that's round 1 of the regional, which was really, 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 really fun. I have more videos coming as well. If you have anything else you'd like to see, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Joe, signing off.